substance. First is copper sulfate, then you have the ferrous sulfate in which you have the 7 molecules of water. Then you have the washing soda which has got the 10 molecules of water, water molecule, and then you have the alum. We have seen today the experiment of alum also. So which is having 24 molecules of water. Right? Now exactly what happens is children, this crystalline substance contains the water of crystallization. Right? And uh, this water molecules which are there, they are the part of the internal arrangement of the crystal. So exactly what happens is, as it is a part of the arrangement, when the heat is given, automatically the water get converted into water vapor. So arrangement में से water भाग गया. So what will remain? Water won't be there. So the entire structure collapse, isn't it? So water of crystallization is lost. The crystalline shape of the part, that part also is lost, and you are not going to get the crystal. You are going to get the powder. Now next thing in our study is about the ionic compound and its electrical conductivity. Now whenever we talk about any ionic compounds and all, we are supposed to take the solution in the water. Dissociation should take place. Na? So understand the arrangement. You are going to take 1 gram sodium chloride in 50 ml of water. So normal salt, children, we are going to have the normal salt in just 1 gram in 50 ml of water. So a pinch of it, that's it. Okay, and you are going to take 2 electrode wires. One will be acting as a positive and another acting as a negative. And you are just going to get connected with the 6-volt battery. So this is what is the negative terminal and this is the positive. See, positive is connected to the positive and the negative is connected to the negative of the battery. You are going to remove little bit part from the wires, little bit coating part you are going to remove. So that insulated part you are going to remove from both the ends of this wire. Okay, the positive terminal and negative terminal wire पर here little bit around say 3 centimeter portion you are going to remove the coating part. And then you are going to keep this wire erect with the help of any support and you are going to switch on the current. Now you can observe children this wire to this wire and this wire to there. There is no actual connection between these two wires, right? यहाँ पे अंदर कोई connection नहीं है. You are not seeing any connection here, right? So connection is not there. So will the bulb glow? No, bulb will not go. Miss, here also switch is open. How can it go? Okay. If I close it, then also means यहाँ पे तो connection ही नहीं है, so half the electrons will go from one end to the other end, isn't it? But see here now. Okay, you understood. Here's the switch is there. Here bulb is there. Huh? These are the wires. See now. Wow. The bulb is glowing when I close the switch. When I close the switch, I get to see. But you are confused. What happened? There is no connection between this wire and this wire. Then how come it happened? Actually, children, as you know, the dissociation takes place and the ions are free to move. So, the sodium ion and chlorine ion are free to move. And they go towards the opposite. So means sodium ion as it is positive charge, it will go towards the negative one. So यहाँ पे आके sodium सब बैठ जाएंगे. And here to the positive terminal, you will see that chlorine gas will come and settle here. So this movement happens is throughout the water, and because of that the electricity is passing through the solution also, and the circuit gets completed and the bulb glows. It is happening. See, सबके अंदर ion नहीं होते. But those with the ionic compound only are able to do this. But if you take something as the glucose or urea, then they won't. So sodium chloride, copper sulfate, sulfuric acid, NaOH. If you take such solution, then you are able to see the bulb is glowing. But if you take the urea, the glucose, etc., then the bulb will not glow. Clear? So, in this case, children, I just tell you some new terminology. This solution, okay, this solution in which the electrons are moving now, leaving the electrons are leaving the battery of the negative terminal, and they complete the circuit and then they enter to the positive terminal. So this liquid or the solution in the circuit with and the two rods and the wires and place in it, the entire arrangement, huh? This is the electrolytic cell, and these particular things are called as the electrodes. This is the positive electrode, this is the negative electrodes. Okay, so if it is connected to negative, it is also called as the cathode, and if it is connected to a positive terminal, it is called as the anode. So you must know what is anode and what is cathode, right? This is the entire electrolytic cell, and this solution is called as the electrolyte. What it is called as? It is called as electrolyte. Now let us understand about the dissociation part, children. Dissociation of ions and the electrical conductivity. Now you have observed that, see, the last activity, that the sodium chloride, copper sulfate, NaOH, H2SO4, all of this. Huh? So can you tell me what is this NaCl? It is a salt of strong acid and strong base, isn't it? This is also a salt. So this was a salt. But how, what type of it is? Strong acid, strong base. I'm writing in strong. SASB, strong acid, strong base. Right? What is NaOH? Strong base. What is H2SO4? It is strong acid. Right? So we have seen that the salts of the strong acid and strong base, and the strong acid and the strong base, they completely dissociate in that aqueous solution, right? So this type of solution contains a large number of ions. So you can see that the in the natural ion, when the electron is lost, you are getting the cation. When the electrons are gained, it is called as the anion. Huh? So during the reaction, you can see the movement of ions here. Like these ions are moving. So the positively charged ion is moving towards cathode, and negatively charged ion is moving towards anode. Right? So this movement takes place. You can see this movement, and it is getting stick here. So this is how the entire process takes place, and let us understand now clearly about the electrolysis. Now, electrolysis is the process in which we are passing the electricity through the electrolytic solution. So again the arrangement is same. 6-volt battery you are taken. There is wire connected to the positive terminal and the negative terminal, and they are called as the positive terminal as anode and negative terminal as cathode. Right? Now what we have done here, children, we have taken 1 gram of copper sulfate in 50 gram water. Okay, of course this capacity of beaker should be more, huh? So if you have taken this 50 ml, you should take a beaker of 100, nearly double the capacity, so that you can insert the electrodes now. Hmm? So you are going to make the arrangement as it is shown in the slide, and then allow the electricity to pass through for some time. Now children, what exactly happens is the copper ions in the solution get attracted towards cathode, huh? And copper atom is formed when the electrons coming out from the cathode combines with the copper ion, and a deposit of copper operated on the cathode part. So cathode है ना वो थोड़ा सा रेडिश बन जाता है. Okay, so you can see here there are movements also. So because the electrical current was, the electrons were removed from the copper atom and the anode of the anode and send it to the battery through the electrical wires. And these copper ions form in this manner enters the solution, and in this way decomposition of solution in the solution takes place due to the electricity. The entire process is because of the electricity. So the entire process is called as the electrolysis. Okay. So for the electrolysis we have the two reaction, the cathode reaction and the anode reaction. The reaction which takes place at cathode is called as the cathode reaction, and the reaction which takes place at the anode is called as the anode reaction. So let us understand the reactions at both the places. So cathode reaction is copper 2 plus. Okay, cathode negative terminal, so it will give a, go on giving the electrons. So copper ions take 2 electrons and it forms the copper atom. Okay, this is copper ion and this is copper atom. Okay, clear? And at anode what happens is the copper, it gives out the electron and it becomes the copper ion. So if you see the net reaction will be completely same. यहाँ पे भी Cu2 plus and 2 electrons, यहाँ पे भी Cu2 plus 2 electrons, and these are the copper, right? So this is how the reaction takes place. Now, children, the pure water is used in the electrolytic cell, then the current doesn't flow. Remember, children, the pure form of water doesn't conduct electricity. Actually, pure water is bad conductor of electricity. Hmm? The concentration of H ion and OH ion formed by dissociation of water is very low. Say roughly 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 molecule moles per liter in each. So the uh, the electrical conductivity of water increases if you just add a pinch of salt or 2-3 drops of acid or base into it, and then the dissociation takes place. Nowadays children, you're knowing that many of the people they need oxygen, and you can get easily oxygen by the electrolysis process of water. So next time we'll be doing the electrolysis of water.